on being your go-to source for authentic news and insight. Be it breaking news, thought-provoking discussions, we are your number one online radio station in Southwest Nigeria. We are dedicated to delivering top-notch content that keeps you informed, entertained, and engaged. Stay connected on Power 365 Radio by following us on all our social media platforms, on Facebook at Power 365 FM, Instagram at Power 365_FM. Power 365 Radio, your source for news and insight.
ẹ̀ǹlẹ́ ń bẹ̀ wọ́n gbogbo ọmọ òkè ògùn ní tilé toko àsìkò tá a ti ń retí mọ̀ ló tó ti dé kí gbogbo ọmọge tó rẹwà lẹ́wàdún rí dùn wò tán láwọ̀ tó omi alàgbà tán jẹ́ ọmọ ní àwọn ìlú wa ní òkè ògùn lápapọ̀ àsìkò tó láti túyáyá túyàyà jáde láti kópa nínú ìdíje omidan òkè ògùn 2024 àwọn èyí tá a ṣe sẹ́yìn lẹ́ǹkan sára sí tòtẹ̀ yìí tún máa lóyin ládùn yà lára ọ̀tọ̀ nígbà tí omidan tó bá gbégbá orókè tí ó máa lọlé pẹ̀lú 300,000 naira ẹni tó bá jẹ́ igbákejì àti ìkẹta àwọn náà tún máa lọlé pẹ̀lú ẹ̀bùn tó jingiri ra fọ́ọ̀mù lónìí pẹ̀lú 5,000 naira kí o sì ta olúborí inú rẹ jí ẹ̀tún wá gbọ́ o àǹfààní àti ní àwọn èèyàn tó kójú òṣùwọ̀n láti gba àmì ẹ̀yẹ fún iṣẹ́ takuntakun tí wọ́n ń ṣe ó tún ti yọ ọ́ ẹ lè pè ẹ fi mẹ́sẹ̀gì ránṣẹ́ tàbí whatsapp Ajíbọ́lá lórí nọ́mbà yìí 0813-728-9834 àwọn onígbọ̀wọ́ ni Alhaji Aiki Dendebula àti Marathon Extra Bitters omidan òkè ògùn 2024 tọ̀tẹ̀ yìí yóò tún lárinrin.
Don't turn off your radio. You are listening to Power FM. This is 365 Power FM. Don't turn off your radio. You are listening.
Alright, and good morning and welcome to yet another interesting edition of Sport Brief on Power 365 FM, your number one online radio in Southwest Nigeria. We are the best among the rest. Whatever you may be listening to sound of my voice, this is a Bidak Miracle Oluwa Damilola. This morning, it promises to be entertaining as I'll be taking round happenings in the world of sports, starting from the local stories. Before we go to the international stories on my table, this lovely and beautiful morning, 5 minutes away from 9 a.m. Nigerian time is what the time it's saying right now. Let's quickly get down to business this morning. Don't forget, we're live on all our social media and on Facebook at Power FM Live, on YouTube at Power 365 FM, and for the TikTok lovers at Power 365 online radio is where to watch us and listen to us live and direct. A quick one, let's get down to business this morning. Don't forget, games were played yesterday, talking about the Conference League and also the UEFA Europa League. Of course, games were played yesterday. We go through that today, and also don't forget, talking about the awards, the CAF award and nominees has been listed. Also, I will deploy to your hearing those nominees. But I stand to confirm to you that we have what? We have more than one and Super Eagles player on that particular score chart as far as that is concerned. Okay, starting with this morning, a January transfer window, Milan and also Roma, a battle for Ola Aino. Let me confirm to you this morning, talking about the Super Eagles defender Ola Aino could actually quit Nottingham Forest, with reports linking him to a move back to the what? Back to the Italian Serie A. As AC Milan and also Roma actually up for him in the January transfer window as far as that particular one is concerned. Talking about what? Talking about the Nigerian, of course, a prolific defender. That is who? That is Ola Aino. But let me confirm to you also this morning, talking about that particular one. As it stands, I know has already been linked with Roma, and also don't forget about now their rivals AC Milan have stepped into this picture. According to Italian publication AS Roma Live, who says I know is actually popular inside the club. Okay, talking about what? Talking about after joining Forest as a free agent in the summer of 2023. Don't forget, he impressed under manager Nuno Esperanto Santo, and also and a 1-year extension of his contract. We actually many clubs has been monitoring as it slowly runs down this particular season. Don't forget, all right, one of my friends on Facebook joins us live. Also, you can go check me live on Facebook. Ibidakwa Miracle Luwadami Lola. Yes, Olasunde Gold joins us on Facebook. Amazing, bro. Keep it up. Thank you so very much. Welcome on board this morning. Let me confirm to you this morning, talking about Milan. It's actually remaining vigilant about the Nigerian international contract situation. But Roma, as I know, as one of the first names on their transfer wish list. Don't forget, with this January being the first time to pry the defender away from the Premier League side as far as that is concerned. But don't forget, I not spoke about a potential move that was last month, but indicated that he's loyal to Forest at the present moment. Of course, all I can say, I am happy at Forest. He said, a fantastic club, I feel at home, and we are just building. I'm building, and the club is also building. Let's just see what happens in the future. That's coming from Ola, I know, as far as that particular transfer window is what is concerned. All right, then, I'm moving away from that particular one this morning. I'm still talking about sports. Yes, local stories. To be specific, let me confirm to you also this morning. Talking about what? Talking about the 2025 African Cup of Nations qualifier. As it stands, Libya has actually set to appeal a CAF decision. As it stands, talking about the Libyan Football Federation is actually already warming up to appeal the expected verdict from CAF over the Bosch African Cup of Nations qualifying. All right, then we have on board another colleague, a mother to me. Oh my God! Welcome on board, Omolola Esther. Yes, Mama is also is part of us on Facebook this morning. Thank you. Welcome on board. Share the programs with friends and family. Away from that, let me confirm to you also that this morning, according to the sources, NCAF informed that the verdict will be given this weekend. Don't forget, the Confederation of African Football is expected to make a final decision on the Libyan-Nigerian match in the African qualifiers on Thursday and also Friday. According to Libya, a channel quoting special sources, the Libyan Football Federation will appeal the decision if it actually loses the case as far as that particular case is concerned. Oh my God, my time is running 9 minutes away from 9 am, just like 9 seconds away from that particular story. Let me confirm to you also this morning. I'm talking about CAF as it names Lukman William Trusted as African Player of the Year nominee. Let me confirm to you this morning. Talking about of course the Confederation of African Football has named Super Eagles defender William Trusted and also teammate Ademola Lukman, and also nominees for the CAF African Player of the Year award. Don't forget, Lukman, who was the only African nominated for the 2024 Ballon d'Or, made the short list alongside Ekong, who was player of the tournament, as the Eagles actually came second in the 2023 African Cup of Nations played earlier this year. That was in Ivory Coast. Don't forget, Lukman actually led his club Atlanta to win the Europa League. Of course, the first trophy since 1963, scoring a hat-trick in the 3-0 defeat, a win over Bayern Leverkusen. As far as that is concerned, want to know how the nominees as far as a Player of the Year is concerned for the men category. Let me confirm to you this morning. I'm talking about Amini Gori. Yes, Amini Gori of Algeria actually makes that particular list, and also talking about Edmond Tabusoba also make that particular list, and also the likes of Simon Adingra of Ivory Coast make that particular list, and also Chanzel Mbemba also make that particular list. Don't forget the likes of Shera Gurasi, make that particular list, and also Achif Hakimi make that particular list, and also the likes of Sefani Rahimi makes that particular list, and also Demola Lukman of Super Eagles of Nigeria make that particular list, and Williams Trust Ekong make that particular list, and also the likes of Rowan Williams, that particular South African goalkeeper make that particular list as far as that is concerned. Oh my God, time is running. Let's move away from that particular list. Let's go talk about MPF related story on my table this morning. Let me confirm to you, talking about MPF story, Obaje returns to Rangers International. As it stands, talking about Godwin Obaje as actually has rejoined Rangers International for the ongoing 2024-2025 and Nigerian Nigerian Premier Football League season. Don't forget, after helping the club to the league title season, talking about Obaja departed the club for greener pastures and assistance. An update of what from the camp of the Flying Antelopes indicates that the lanky attacker has actually rejoined the club after failing to tie down a deal with a club outside Nigeria. And assistant Obaja, who has actually won the top scorer award in the MPFL in the past, of course, scored 12 goals for Rangers International. Don't forget also, actually, that was last season to actually propel them to the award, to their first league trophy in 8 years. Oh my God, that was a very good one. Away from that particular MPFL story, still talking about one, let me confirm to you this morning as MPFL hammer falls on what? On a Yimba and also Lobby Stars and assistants, other what? Over salary debt. Let me confirm to you this morning that the Nigerian Premier Football League, as NPFL, on Thursday actually moved to enforce arbitration decision of the Nigerian Football Federation and as NFF Player Status Arbitration Committee following the failure of affected clubs to take advantage of extended windows of the moratorium. Let me confirm to you this morning also that the clubs were respectively dragged to the NFF committee in disputes over salaries and also entitlement of some of their former players and also coaches and assistants. The committee entered judgment in favor of the petitioners and also gave the affected clubs a time frame and what's that and process for the compliance. Don't forget, having exhausted the period of grace, we have actually moved to enforce a judgment, and the first step is to withdraw license of our newly transferred and also registered players of the affected clubs for the ongoing season. And assistant explained David Owumi, the chief operating officer of the MPFL. Don't forget also talking about in a letter, of course, to the affected clubs reference indefinite withdrawal of licenses of newly registered players. Let me confirm to you, the assistants, as a result of these non-compliance, the license of the following newly transferred and also registered players for the 2024-2025 season are hereby indefinitely withdrawn at water effective from March day 10. The letter stated. Don't forget, some of the clubs include Plateau United with 14 players. Oh my God. Lobby Stars with 15 players. Kora United with 20 players, and also Castina United and also Yimba International with 18 players each. Don't forget, the others are Economy Warriors 13 players, Bayelsa United 18 players, Aqua United 17 players, and Asabia Warriors 23 players. Oh my God. Don't forget also, talking about the MPFL has actually insisted that the licenses of the players would be restored upon receipt of official confirmation that the club has fully complied with that particular decision. Oh, time is running on the show. Before I go, let's take one more local stories this morning before we go on a short break. Let me confirm to you this morning. Talking about what? I'm talking about La Liga Yanasha. We get more games time. That's coming from Sevilla coach Pitimenta. Let me confirm to you this morning. Talking about who? Talking about the Sevilla manager. That is Garcia Pitimenta. As I already said, Collection Yanasha, we get more opportunities in subsequent games. Don't forget, Yanasha has just made a 5 league appearance since linking up with a former UEFA Europa League champion on a free transfer in the summer. Don't forget, the Nigerian was actually on use substitute in the Giblan course. That was the last 2 games against Real Betis and also Barcelona. And assistant Pitimenta as however promised the forward, we get more game time. He said, I'm happy. The other day, Iyanasha, he was actually going onto the pitch, but Sousa's injury happened, and that was a huge impact on us. Don't forget also, the other day, even though the result wasn't good, I was actually going to put him in. Sevilla will be a way to inspire in the La Liga. That'll be on Friday. And also, he actually promised that Kelechi Iyanasha will be part of those players that will be available for selection, even though he might be coming up as a substitute 15 minutes away from 9 a.m. Nigerian time. Let's go on a short break, and while we are back from the short break, our spot brief on Power 365 FM continues. Okay, people are joining on TikTok also. Agbeke Omoade also joins us on TikTok. Dada Okiki also joins us on TikTok. Thank you so very much. All right then, let's go on a short break, and while we are back from the short break, our spot brief on Power 365 FM continues. Don't touch the dial. I will be right back.
Don't turn off your radio. You are listening to Power FM. This is 365 Power FM. Don't turn off your radio. You are listening to Power FM. This is 365 Power FM.
ẹ̀ǹlẹ́ ń bẹ̀ dùn ó gbogbo ọmọ òkè ògùn ní tilé toko àsìkò tá a ti ń retí mọ̀ ló tó ti dé kí gbogbo ọmọge tó rẹwà lẹ́wà dùn rí dùn wò tán láwọ̀ tó omi alàgbà tán jẹ́ ọmọ ní àwọn ìlú wa ní òkè ògùn lápapọ̀ àsìkò tún láti túyáyá jáde láti kópa nínú ìdíje omidan òkè ògùn 2024 àwọn èyí tá a ṣe sẹ́yìn lẹ́ǹkan sára sí tòtẹ̀ yìí tún máa lóyin ládùn yà lára ọ̀tọ̀ nígbà tí omidan tó bá gbígbà orókè tí ó máa lọlé pẹ̀lú 300,000 naira ẹni tó bá jẹ́ igbákejì àti ìkẹta àwọn náà tún máa lọlé pẹ̀lú ẹ̀bùn tó di gírí ra fọ́ọ̀mù lónìí pẹ̀lú 5,000 naira kí o sì ta olúborí inú rẹ jí ẹ̀tún wá gbọ́ o àǹfààní àti yan àwọn èèyàn tó kójú òṣùwọ̀n láti gba àmì ẹ̀yẹ fún iṣẹ́ takuntakun tí wọ́n ń ṣe ó tún ti yọ ẹ lè pè ẹ fi mẹ́sẹ̀jì ránṣẹ́ tàbí whatsapp Ajíbọ́lá lórí nọ́mbà yìí 0813-728-9834 àwọn onígbọ̀wọ́ ni Alhaji Aiki Dendebula àti Marathon Extra Bitters omidan òkè ògùn 2024 tọ̀tẹ̀ yìí yóò tún lárinrin.
Don't turn off your radio. You are listening to Power FM. This is 365 Power FM.
Alright then, welcome back from that short commercial break. The program that is still live resonator is Sport Brief on Power 365 FM, your number one online radio in Southwest Nigeria. We are the best among the rest. Alright then, still talking about other sporting stories on my table this morning. Let's go talk about the Europa League as Lazio turned up Dele Bashiru display against 20. Let me confirm to you, the Lazio manager talking about Marco Baroni is actually expecting big things from Fisai or Dele Bashiru. Of course, according to the report I have on my table this morning, Dele Bashiru registered an assist in Lazio UEFA Europa League 2-0 win against Dutch club. Talking about 28 hours on Thursday night yesterday. Don't forget the midfielder actually set up Gustav Isvakin for Lazio, a second goal that was 3 minutes from the time, and as it stands, it was the Nigerian second goal contribution in the Europa League this particular season. Don't forget also Dele Bashiru is very physical player, of course, but also has quality. He's actually very good at running forward. Baroni told TMW, don't forget, he said, it will be a difficult test, and it's also right to see how he actually behaves because he's actually improving, and I think he's a player with a very important prospect rather, as far as that particular guy is concerned. Moving away from that, let me confirm to you, let's talk about EPL as Howard Webb named best player among Premier League referees. Let me confirm to you this morning that the PGMOL has Chief Howard and also footballers to a certain extent. Don't forget, and I am sure if they actually see this back, they will be expecting their names to be mentioned. But let me confirm to you this morning, I think probably the one I could actually say who got the most talent is Michael Oliver. He will love that. He will love hearing his name in that. But he's actually he's a good footballer. That's coming from Howard Webb to Michael Oliver. As far as that is concerned, moving away from that. Let's talk about Europa League. Why Manchester United failed to defeat Fenerbahce. That's coming from Eric Ten Hag. Let me confirm to you this morning, the Manchester United manager Eric Ten Hag has actually failed his side to actually control the game as they drew 1-1 with Fenerbahce in the UEFA Europa League yesterday. 20 minutes away from 9 a.m. Nigerian time, just like 20 seconds. My time is running on the show. Let me confirm to you that the Red Devils actually took the lead through Christian and Rizkin. Don't forget in the first half, but the Turkish club actually equalized through Yusuf and Yerzuri. After the break, and as it stands, there were no further goals in the game as both sides shared that particular point. As it stands, the result also means Manchester United are yet to win a single game in the competition, having drawn all 3 fixtures against 20, FC Porto, and also Fenerbahce. He said, as it stands, don't forget, he said we should actually keep the ball better in the first half. Eric Ten Hag took the report. I said we should actually score more goals, but to be honest, they also created good chances. They gave us some problems. They are a good team with a good manager. It is not a bad point, but we want to win. We want to win every game, and that's coming from Eric Ten Hag as far as that particular one is concerned. Moving away from that, let's talk about what Jose Mourinho has to say. Jose Mourinho names Manchester United star as most decisive player in a 1-1 draw with Fenerbahce joint club that doesn't play in the UEFA competition. Mourinho fumes over red card. Let me confirm to you, the Fenerbahce manager talking about Jose Mourinho has said he wants to join a club that doesn't play in the UEFA Europa League when he leaves Turkey. He said, of course, Mourinho was actually speaking to the media after he was showing after he was shown a straight record for contesting what? For contesting a penalty decision. Don't forget, during the award, the Europa League group phase against Manchester United at the level of 1-1. We're talking about Bright Osayi Samo fell in the area. Of course, Mourinho led the angry protest for a spot kick to be awarded, but instead he was sent to the stand to watch the rest of the game. Don't forget, when asked about it, the former Chelsea boss, that what the best thing I have to do is when I leave Fenerbahce, I go to a club that doesn't play in the UEFA competition. Don't forget, I saw a club at the bottom in